Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's Vickie Kello, Independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Brisbane, and today we're going to make some Christmas cards that are non-traditional colours. So I've made this one already and we're going to make a take on this one. So what we're going to need these two stamp sets, the gnome for the holidays to get the gnomes out, and then the festive corners to get the corner piece. So I'm going to do this one a little bit different. So I'm going to start with the lights on the outside of this one. So what you want to do is get your card base. So I'm using thick Whisper White for my card base. And then I've got my layering piece here in Highland Heather. Now this is 2 1/4 by 4 1/2. What you want to do is line it up on your card where you're going to place it. And then just make some marks with a pencil that you're gonna remove later to give us a bit of a guide where we're gonna stamp, okay? So I'm gonna stamp, I've got the light stamp, the lights from the festive corners, these lights here. I'm gonna stamp them in Gorgeous Grape. Got my ink pad. And I'm just going to bring in my Pierce mat. When you're using photopolymer stamps, you want to make sure you've got, because there's no cushioning on the stamp, you want to make sure that you've got a Pierce mat or something underneath you. And I'm just lining up that corner in the corner of the stamp. And it's not exact, just so that we can see it. And that we're not too far off where the layering piece is going to go. All right, and then while we're waiting for those to dry, because I don't want to remove that the pencil marks just yet, I'm going to stamp on the inside of the card this most wonderful time of the year. So if we just open up the card, stamp this in the corner, and then stamp this in the other corner. And then close up that ink pad because that's our stamping done. I have already stamped the gnomes. Get our eraser and erase out that pencil mark. Now also we can just colour in the bulbs here. So I'm just going to use light Highland Heather to just colour in the bulbs of the lights before we stick anything down to make sure that we get all of them. You could do lots of different colours. I wanted to keep with the theme of the purples. Colour them all in. Okay, and then we just layer this piece, so we don't need that anymore. Just with some seal. And then I'm using this the postage stamp punch, and that's how I got the sizing of this layering piece, because I just wanted a small border around it, so I punched out 3, did a small border, and then kind of measured what was left. So I'd adhere those with just the seal too. do find if you do the outside ones first, it's a bit easier to make sure your spacing's right. And then your middle piece just has whatever's left. That looks a bit more even, I find. All right. Now we need a sentiment on this, so I'm going to put "There's no place like Gnome for Christmas season," which is from this set where the gnomes come from. And then I'm going to stamp that in Gorgeous Grape as well. Just down the bottom here. And then close that ink pad up. Now I have already coloured my gnomes. So we're going to, I've just used, when I've coloured them, I've got the light and dark purple posy and the light and dark Highland Heather, and then I've used the petal pink for the face, dark crumb cake for the lady's hair, the light real red for the baubles, and the dark mango melody for the star. We're just gonna stick some dimensionals on, and then pop these down. And for their beards and her apron, I've just gone over them with a wink of Stella to give it a bit of sparkle. I'm not sure that comes up on the screen, but so when you're using Wink of Stella, you want to make sure that you have the ink has completely dried, otherwise it will run the ink a little bit. And then why I chose these colours is because I have this ribbon and I haven't used it very much at all, so I wanted to use it, and this has all the purples in it. Let's try and tie a bow. Then get my ribbon scissors. And adhere that with a glue dot. And that can go up here in the corner. So this is the other card that I made earlier. I've just used the same gnome in that one, and then I've made some other ones in traditional Christmas colours. So in Real Red, I've made it with the elf from the Don't Stop Believing set, and then I've used Shaded Spruce and changed them up as well. So I hope you liked today's project, and thanks for watching. Bye!